Patch 10.1 releases today, and we're going to discuss everything you need to know and how you can get a free mount in Hearthstone. But for now, servers are down. My name is Swag, and this is the Vault Day Update. I was wrong. Season 1 continues this week with Mythic Plus Dungeons, so you can earn any Season 1 achievement other than Thundering Hero. Along with that, Blizzard has stated that going into next week, our keys will drop 9 to 10 levels depending upon what our best completed dungeon was this week. So if you time it, it will be 9 levels lower, and if you don't time it, it will be 10 levels lower. For example, if you run an untimed 15 this week, you will get a 5 key next week. Regarding this week, my information seems to be a bit fuzzy, so I could be wrong on this, but it looks like our affixes will be Fortified, Raging, Quaking, and Thundering. However, it's possible Thundering might not be in the rotation. I'm not entirely sure, and we won't know until servers are back up. However, if those are our affixes, be aware that Raging will cause non-boss enemies to deal more damage when they're below 30% health. It's better to either burn them down really quick altogether or single target focus one at a time. If your group doesn't quite have the damage output, I would suggest a single target focus. Quaking will place a circle around everybody in your party. When it goes off, it will interrupt spellcasting, silence the spellcaster, and deal damage. So make sure you're not casting and don't stack, because stacking will cause it to do more damage and potentially wipe your group. As for the Season 2 affix changes, we will go over those next week in our weekly update. The Turbulent Timeways event concludes this week with the Wrath of the Lich King Timewalking. You can earn extra experience in Wrath of the Lich King dungeons or get a potential 418 piece of gear for doing the weekly dungeon quest. Relive Old School World PvP this week with the PvP Brawl South Shore vs Terran Mill. The beloved Children's Week event is here. Take an orphan under your wing and show them what it's like to be a hero. Finally, let's go over everything happening in 10.1 that you need to know about, and it is a lot. However, please note that we will be going over Season 2 related stuff next week in our update video. First off, if you've never been around for a major patch update like this, please be aware that servers will likely be down for a long time, most of the day. So I would advise, if you're watching from work, that today might not be the best day for you to sneak out early. I would know because I've done it. Cross-faction guilds are now active. Guilds are still aligned with the faction of their guild master, and in order to invite the opposite faction, you either need to be Battle.net friends or in the same community. Speaking of in-game communities, we have our own, the Swag Fam community. Follow the link in the description in order to join. The ZARALEK Caverns, a brand new massive underground zone, opens up. There will be 3 entrances to the underground zone. The closest to Valdrakken will be in the Onaran Plains. You can see that on the map here, along with the other 2 entrances. It will be accessible via dragonriding. It is our first underground non-instant zone in the game. This is kind of a big deal. When you first log in after the servers go online, you will receive a quest right away. That quest line will unlock world quests and other stuff within the ZARALEK Caverns, so you'll definitely want to make sure you complete that. You can now earn rep with a 5th renowned faction, the loamm niffen, a mole-like race that uses their noses more than their eyes. Earning rep with the loamm niffen will unlock different activities that you can do throughout the ZARALEK Caverns, and of course, good rewards too. New zone events will be occurring throughout the ZARALEK Caverns. You'll receive notifications on screen 30 seconds before they happen. Try your hand at SNIFFEN Seeking. It's a new activity unlocked by doing that quest line I mentioned earlier. Uncover rare treasure in different scenarios with Mirror Niffen. 8 new dragonriding glyphs can be found throughout the ZARALEK Caverns. I would encourage you to make that the first thing you do upon entering the caverns, as it will unlock more dragonriding abilities like ground skim, which recharges your vigor for flying close to the ground. Speaking of dragon riding, you'll also unlock the winding slitherdrake in the ZARALEK Caverns, a new dragon riding mount. Kind of reminiscent of cloud serpents, but different. There are tons of rare mobs scattered throughout the ZARALEK Caverns. They'll drop plenty of treasure, but most important will be the flight stones. These can be combined with Shadowflame crests to upgrade your armor throughout this patch. The Shadowflame crest will become obtainable starting with Season 2 next week, so I will release a video a little bit later this week explaining how the upgrade system will work. However, for now, make sure you start collecting those flight stones, as they will be very valuable. Plenty of class changes are coming with the update. I've linked those below. Nearly every spec is seeing some kind of change made to it. However, Shadow Priests in particular are getting a massive rework, focused on simplifying their rotations and building up better single target DPS. Lastly, to celebrate the launch of 10.1, Blizzard is teaming up with Twitch once again to give away a Hearthstone and a mount for free. In order to receive these items, you must first connect your Twitch and Battle.net accounts. Koresh Ethereal Portal will be available May 2nd through the 8th. All you have to do is watch 4 hours of any WoW streamer on Twitch that has their drops enabled. The same goes for the Blazing Hippogriff, which will be available May 9th through the 15th. And this might be a good time for me to plug that I regularly stream WoW on Twitch. I have a link below to my Twitch account, and if you want to unlock those items, I would love it if you did it in my channel. And of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, as this week I'll be posting a guide to the new upgrade system. And in next week's video, we're going to dissect everything you need to know regarding Season 2 and any changes that are made to raiding and mythics. And in the meantime, you can check out some of my other videos right here.